In Verdi's clash of the personal and the political, Egypt and Ethiopia are at war. Aida was commissioned in 1871 for the Royal Opera House in Cairo and set in the Old Kingdom of Egypt, roughly around the time they're building the pyramids. Aida, daughter of the Ethiopian king Amonasro, has been captured and enslaved by the Egyptians, but is concealing her identity, serving the king of Egypt's daughter Amneris as a handmaiden. And that's not her only secret. She's also in love with the Egyptian army captain Radames, which leads to some quite reasonable internal conflict on her part. He loves her too, but this epic situationship is further complicated by the fact that Amneris also has her eye on Radames and is beginning to suspect that she has a rival. The scenario was the idea of Egyptologist Auguste Mariette, who approached Verdi on behalf of the Egyptian ruler Ismael Pasha. If Verdi said no, he had permission to take it to Richard Wagner, and let's take a moment to imagine Wagner's Aida. I'll leave that thought with you. Radames is named as the commander of the Egyptian army. Returning from battle in triumph, he arrives with a procession of Ethiopian prisoners. Among them, also managing to stay incognito, is King Amonasro, who pleads for the lives of his countrymen in the face of demands from the Egyptian priests that they be put to death. The king of Egypt offers the victorious Radames anything he wants as a reward, and is startled when he requests the release of all Ethiopian prisoners. Livid, the high priest Ramphis demands that King Amonasro and his daughter Aida, who are still hiding their identities, be kept as hostages. The king of Egypt agrees, but decrees that Radames will marry his own daughter, the princess Amneris, and become his successor. The scene is set for a conflict between love and duty, individual and country, and a test of the bonds between lovers and between father and daughter. The night before the wedding, in turmoil, grieving her homeland and pressured by her father, who conceals himself nearby, Aida meets with Radames and persuades him that their only option is to flee Egypt. He eventually agrees and says he knows a safe route, inadvertently revealing his military plans, only for Amonasro to emerge and triumphantly reveal himself and his daughter as king and princess of the enemy state. "Come with us," Amonasro urges the devastated Radames, but too late. Amneris and the high priest Ramphis have emerged from the temple where they've been praying and spotted the trio together. As all hell breaks loose, Radames gives himself up to be arrested, allowing Aida and her father to escape. Will Radames denounce his love for Aida and save himself? Obviously not. He would rather die than live without her, to Amneris' fury, which turns to horrified guilt as Radames is sentenced to death and encased alive in a tomb. But this is where Aida is hiding, ready to die with him and travel with her lover to the afterlife.